Hey guys, welcome to another reading. I had storage issues on my phone for ages, so I couldn't really record anything. I just couldn't really do much, so I finally managed to sort that today. So here I am doing videos again, more videos again. So I thought I'd start this one by advertising. So I'm wearing a set, so I've been creating these necklace sets that combine different types of crystals. I know you can't see very well, but you know, it's just to give you an idea. So this will be all in my web shop and stuff like this when I eventually get to finalizing all of that. But I'm building stock, creating stuff, making sure that I have things that I can hand to you guys. So yeah, I upcycle a bunch of vintage kind of cheap jewelry, dress jewelry, and then these are all sterling silver with proper nice stones, vintage stuff. So it's kind of a combination, and then I mix and match bits. So I change the clasp on this one. I don't know if you can see very well, but there's a moon and that kind of thing. So they are still you know, tailored to whatever I think looks cool and is supportive. But yeah, this is very queenie vibes. So when he needs a lot of grounding, rebalancing, strong feminine support. And then I have rings and things. I think I might keep this one because I love it. I really love this one as well, but you know, have to say goodbye to things, and I just wear them for a short time, and then hopefully people will buy them and I can get more stuff. So yeah, please support me and my reselling side of the business, which also will support Nepal, people in Nepal, friends and family, independent businesses. 50% of the profits of the jewelry that I make that's upcycled and stuff will go towards you know, a country that really needs it and has a lot of spiritual significance, and I feel a very strong connection with. So yeah, please help me realize these dreams, because that would be really cool. Okay, moving on from my massive advertising spiel. I've tried to make it ambient for you. I think I already said that, but yeah, just look around. I got this cool Turkish style, I think it said. Ignore the string. I attached some shitty necklace, one of the things. I just attached that to this. But yeah, it's cool. Do I have anything new? Oh yeah, I made this candle thing. I found this coaster first of all, where better not drop a fire. But isn't this coaster cool? It's make it magic. I was yes. And then it went perfectly with this candle holder, which actually broke. So I bought it just the blue bit, but then it the first time I used a candlestick in it, it broke. So I just kind of glued it together and put stuff on, and this is the new 2.0 candle. Just gotta make sure I definitely don't burn my face, because that would be a disaster. But we like crystals, so crystals and fires and candles and nice things. I'm gonna be working today with a lot of crystals. So I was thinking to myself, I might use the cards as well. I probably will, but I have not been working with my rune stone set for quite a while, and I think it's partially because they're kind of complicated, and I just, yeah, I'm comfortable with the tarot cards. Not that I'm not comfortable with the stones, but you know, I'm just more familiar with the tarot cards, so I have a tendency to use that more. So this reading is going to be even more abstract, just because of the nature of using more stones. So they are richer in information because they are denser beings than cards. They're, I mean, obviously cards are living too, with some level of spirit, but it's a very material form, and it's a newer divination system, and these are real rocks and real crystals that are, you know, part of the natural formation. So they store the energy of, you know, the universe code in a much denser way. So yeah, if you can communicate with stones, which everyone can by the way, then you know it's an opportunity for like a really deep message. So I don't really know what's going to happen today, but I feel like this is just a collective reading, maybe like a bit of a catch up as well, because I had a little break. But I also think that's good for the tarot readings, because you don't really want to be doing it like all day every day, because then you're just like not really getting an answer, right? Like, I mean, I am not judging at all, because I watch like loads, and I confuse myself, and like I don't really read for myself a ton because of it. You should really, I think, only do it for yourself when you're really in like a very clear mind state. I think I probably will use these cards, and maybe this is my Hush Tarot deck, and maybe the Earth Alchemy deck a bit later. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm planning on doing a very like intuitive reading. Whoa. Very intuitive reading today, hopefully without literally throwing my cards fucking everywhere. Yes, I'm gonna take this one ring off because it's like not really secure. Also, I did like henna dye all of my fingers, and it's not like, I mean, it's not supposed to be perfect, but I just wanted like dirty fingers because I feel like I'm entering a big earthy phase, big grounding vibes. And yeah, there's just been like a shift in the energy over this last lunar phase. I think this is very much like linking from the, you know, preparing for this final for the new moon in Scorpio reading. Like, this is kind of the next section, I guess. It's a little bit cold in here, but that's okay. We have candle and stuff. Right, I already put on some Egyptian musk incense. I got this at the British Museum. They were doing a hieroglyphics exhibition, which I went to see, and it was good, I would say. Definitely wasn't like, it didn't blow me off my feet, is that the phrase? But there were definitely certain bits that I was like, whoa, that's really cool. But the whole thing overall was like, I'd much rather read like some occultist books or whatever than about that kind of thing. Anyways, that's like definitely a mega side note. Oh, I wanted to bring my Pokemon things. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me for like 1 minute, because I have a bunch of small crystals which I was gonna use to read as well. But I kind of want to get these Pokemon fluorite ones that I have because they're fun. So give me about 20 seconds. You guys try and get in the zone, just like have a chill, get a drink, I don't know, whatever you want to do. God, guys, I know exactly what I'm doing. I bought this like fucking ages ago, but it's a pendulum, and I literally like barely ever use this. I'm just gonna bring this light a bit closer so it's like brighter. How's that? That's better. So yeah, I have this like pendulum which I bought ages ago. I don't really know what the stone is. I think it could be chrysocolla, you know, but yeah, I'm gonna use that to kind of, select. So I'm just trying to find like the best place for this. Yeah, okay. And then I have this bag. Fluorite is like quite a delicate crystal, so they kept on chipping, like the Pokemon kept on chipping, so I had to store them in this bag instead. But I don't really know the Pokemon very well, so like, sorry, I'm still trying to find, because it's like really bright by my eye, but I kind of need to see as well. But yeah, I'm just going to use these to like read into stuff. Let's get started. Okay, so what is the tone? Okay, immediately I picked up, I don't know if you could see this at all. If anyone knows which Pokemon this is. Can you see it? Oh, it's upside down. Can you see that? I don't know. It looks a bit like Lizardy, and it's a purpley green shade, kind of blue. I get like oceany vibes and baby vibes. Yeah, like a child. I don't really know. Yeah, it's like a tiny baby dinosaur-y thing. Whoa. And I get like a really like sweet. Whoa. I get a really sweet like innocence from this, and it's like really sweet. I just like the vibe. So that is the vibe. Oh, I'm not gonna put those there. Yeah, okay, I'll just put them away for now. Okay, so we have our little guy here. See him there? No. Okay, never mind. Right, I'm going to, I know you can't really see a bunch of this stuff, and probably would be interesting to see the stuff, but I'll get like a proper filming set up at some point, because I kind of want like the whole vibe to be around and it to feel really like conversational. But like it's also good to see what I'm doing as well. Maybe I'll need like 2 cameras or something, I don't know. We'll see what to do there. Okay, so I just threw the rune stones, and the stones all came up like upside down except for one, and that usually, like, whenever the symbols on the, so they kind of look like this, by the way. So like just rocks that I found in Epping Forest, in the most ancient part of it. So the rocks have a lot of energy, but yeah, they just, you know, I have a set of runes, and I have the runes, I painted them onto these special stones. So yeah, like whenever the symbols aren't showing like face up, then it means, after I cast them, then it means that there's no message. So I think I just got like a very clear message, actually, because only one of the runes showed, and this basically means protection. So it's like the symbol of the thorn. It kind of looks like a flag, but not quite. There is one which looks like a flag, and I think that stands for joy, but this one is like straight down and then a triangle like in the middle, so it's like a halfway lowered flag almost, but it represents a thorn. So like, you know, the thorns in a rose bush or something like that, which very much like, you know, there's the beauty and there's the thorniness. It's the thorniness, that is the nature of the feminine, and you know, how things in nature are brutal but so beautiful, and there's like a simplicity to it as well, and all of those things like relate to what the symbol of the thorn is. In Viking culture, I don't really know what would have been like their idea of thorny, but you know, I guess it would include things like horn. It's a much more like broad abstract concept, and this is the way people used to think, more because of just the nature of the time that they were living in, and like how, you know, where we are now, we've gotten so far into the detail that we've kind of lost the bigger picture. But you know, we had to get where we are now by, did this break? Oh, sorry, I just got distracted because this is broken. Okay, fluorite is like not the stone to be making tiny things with. Sorry, I'm getting like very distracted already. But yeah, like thorn, that's thorn. Oh my god. Right. Now I'm going to use my pendulum to select a stone out of these. So maybe you guys can have a look at these as well. I feel like that makes sense. So I want you to pick a rock. So this is like a quartz pyramid. Pyramids are really good amplifying structures because it basically takes the energy like ground up and like points it to the higher consciousness. So it's good for doing that. Yeah, so if you ever do like anything like crystal grid work, for example, you have a bunch of crystals that you like, you can set them in whatever pattern you want and then like put this at the front, and that will like amplify the setup or whatever, if anyone does that type of thing. I'm also getting some like really amazing AAA grade crystals tomorrow, and I'm super excited. I work with a lady, I guess. Her like Instagram tag is Serene Soul Crystals. I'll try to remember to link her Instagram in this in the description, because her crystals have a very like clear sense to them. So I'm working with her and like in supplying crystals, so just, you know, stay up to date with that. I also you know, find other types of crystals in different environment as well, so there's kind of like a mix of different vibes. You really cannot see this crystal. Let me just grab this. Can you see? It's like turquoisey. Anyway, just try and like feel it. You know, this is really inconvenient. Part of the fun. I'm professional. And then we have this like turquoisey thing. Another turquoisey one, but it's like a rounder, you know, more beanie. See? More beanie shape thing. And then we have this like eye agate. So looks like that. Can you see? This is the worst video ever. But yeah. Okay, just see if you like selected something. If it was for like the pyramid, rough turquoisey thing, smooth, bumpy bean turquoisey thing, and agate. Where the weather's like not that great. Okay, so we had that like innocence kind of message come through first. I just have to remember what the rest of the reading is. But this is where we have like a divided message, I guess. So yes, I think there's like 4 short messages. That's the feeling that I get, and I'm going to use my pendulum here to select the crystal that we're going to talk about first. So when you do this sends your energy into pendulum and kind of calibrates it, if that makes sense, just like if you tarred on a scale. And then I can feel the energy go through the pendulum, and when I put it above, like I can feel whether it's like magnetically pulled towards it or not. And this pendulum very clearly is pointing to my pyramid peeps. So you guys are going fast. Lapis lazuli. That's what this is. Let me have a look at these. So I picked up like a pair of white and blue crystals again. I'm really sorry you can't really see this clearly, but just have to deal with the vibes. Okay, so yeah, I get like a very right and left sided message. So I'm holding the whiter crystal in my right hand and the lapis lazuli in my left hand. The left hand is your left hand path, the dark side, and the right hand is the light path, or the righteous path. You will see Baphomet with his hands like, well, his or her, whatever his fucking pronouns are, anything and everything, but he, I guess, traditionally a masculine energy. He's like sitting cross-legged, and then then he's got his hands like that. I can't really do it extended, but basically the right goes down and the left goes up, and that's to symbolize the balance of the yin and yang. and like managing those two energies simultaneously in a very skillful way. So remember, the devil, or Baphomet, or however you want to describe him, is the, you know, the highest fallen angel. So he fell for man, I guess, for the beast in man. Right, nothing wrong with God nor the devil. Oh, we have a message. Okay, so this is definitely like a dark feminine vibe. So I've pulled the 5 of Cups. This is very much like a healing message, like to stop punishing yourself. I think it's like you're looking towards something to like help you get an answer when you're the one who needs to answer yourself. Like you're kind of asking, you're barking up the wrong tree, so to say. So I think this is, yeah, like in line with this like upwards asking, look above, above like yourself, I guess, in a way, because look above your ego into yourself so that you can, like, you know, talk. You can think of it as like talk to yourself as if you're like, you are your higher being. You know, what would your highest version of your, what would the highest version of yourself say to yourself in the position that you're in now? You know, try to imagine like what is the most soothing thing to say. And if you find it hard to do like for yourself, then like imagine, you know, yourself as someone else that you would feel moved to show that kind of care and love to, because what you do for that other person is what you should be doing for yourself as well. Otherwise it's not really genuine, you know. You've got to you've got to like prioritize yourself and give yourself as much meaning as you like give to other people, because that's only what's fair and just, and that will bring about the best outcome for everyone. So, you know, if you've got a nice cycle going, a good energy exchange, you know, then the balance, you really achieve that balance. So that's that message for you. Now let's look at the next bit. Okay. Where are the crystals? Wait, I didn't really set them out. I hope that was clear, by the way. I don't really know what I'm saying like half the time. Trying to figure out. Okay, I think, sorry, let me just like give me another moment. Wish you could like feel what I feel. Okay, so next we're going to the like bubbly blue people, turquoise. I was just trying to figure out whether it was like pointing to 2 stones at the same time or whether it was putting me to 1. And I think it was quite clearly going just to this one, so it is still separate messages. And I'm going to pull a healing card for you. Secret garden, sacred space, cultivate your space, inner beauty, self-care. I get a masculine vibe for this, so I feel like the last message was much more, that was much more much more of a feminine nature, but at the same time, like, that doesn't exclude anybody that you know, identifies as whatever the hell they want. And yeah, if you felt like that message was for you and resonated with you, then definitely take it. But obviously I just like transmit what I'm like feeling in the moment as well. So I feel like this is towards divine masculine, and the last message was towards divine feminine, and can be any iteration of that in whatever way, shape or form you like. Sacred space, water, earth. Yeah, I feel like this kind of applies to me in a weird way, because I'm like dominantly divine feminine, but maybe my divine masculine side needs some like rebalancing. Cultivate my space, inner beauty, self-care. Yeah, actually that like kind of really makes sense. I feel like these go really well together. I feel like this is like a portal, like you're walking through a gateway right now, and this is the secret garden. I had a dream about this once. this is weird, sorry, I just had like a realization, but I went to this like really amazing place once in my dreams, and I don't think I've ever quite imagined anything so brilliant before. But it was like this incredible garden, like, and everything was like sparkly and green and just stunning. Like the flowers were insane. I remember seeing this like bright blue owl, and it had like dahlia like petally feathers, and yeah, it was just really sparkly and it was friendly. Like I think it was sitting on someone's shoulder or something. I remember it was like perched on something, but I don't remember clearly like what on. And I remember just, you know, like walking around and looking at all these like creatures and plants. I can't describe all of them because like there was a lot going on, but there are certain parts of it that like stick out to me vividly, and that owl for sure did. And then there was also like this hollow tree in the middle of the garden, and you could like, well, I peeked inside because it was kind of like it looked a bit like a doorway, and I peeked inside and I saw like a slither of this massive white beast, and it was feathered. Well, it was basically like Buckbeak in Harry Potter. Like it was a griffin, and it was white and it was sparkly, and I never I saw it once before in this like big mahogany house, but I've only ever seen like a slither of it, and I always got the feeling that I wasn't really like allowed to be looking at it. So yeah, it just felt very divine sort of thing. And yeah, this, I don't know, it's weird that this reading has like triggered that specific dream recall, but yeah, I feel like it's like talking about an entrance into a portal time, into like a new phase, and that's kind of really nice. I love that. So this is all around like innocence. So I think this is all to do with like inner child healing, and like finally releasing the burden of what weighs you down. And yeah, it's just, yeah, hopefully these messages are like very clear for the people that come across this video. So that's that message. Let's see the next message. So reset. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the AGATE next. These people. So this is a type of AGATE, Shiva AGATE, I think. Okay, I'm going for a runestone, and that's it. So you guys get another stone reading, and I love this stone. Don't know if you can see it at all because the lighting and stuff is not good. Mode. Yeah. So that's this means seize the day. I just always think carpe diem when I use this one. But the symbol is day. It kind of looks like those, you know, Empire, like in Star Wars, the Empire like fighter jet things. But yeah, I see like two halves uniting. So this is like, yeah, two things that were supposed to come together are gonna come together type of thing. So you're probably at a crossroads, I would say. This happened in like a recent tarot reading of mine. Someone, oh yeah, like I did a shell, like a seashell reading, so this is very much to do with like a healing message, because water is always to do with like emotions and cleansing and kind of a ritualistic form of healing. So yeah, I see some kind of crossing being made, some kind of admittance, maybe that could be to yourself, or like coming to terms with something with someone else, or with anything really, anything that like you can relate that to. That probably is like, if you chose that AGATE, that probably is your message. I don't really think there's like a ton to say there, just because it's quite clear, I think, because I don't think I can get any more specific than that without like maybe starting to make stuff up, but I don't really know. Yeah, that's just what I'm feeling, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I try not to read for like more than half an hour for like general readings anyway, because it's just kind of long. But yeah, that leaves us with last but not least, these guys. So this was the other kind of like turquoisey stone. I don't think this one is turquoise actually. I'm not quite sure. It looks like quartz mixed with some kind of greenish, maybe amazonite, but then it looks sort of like pyrite-y as well. I don't really know. I don't know rocks like well enough yet. And there's so many different kinds. That's kind of the the hard part. Sorry, I just want to put another incense on. So we're taking a tiny intermission. Incense break. Oh my god, do I not have any more of those left? I need to order more. I literally can't live without incense, guys. Like, I can't live without incense. And Vector's Karma actually need to sponsor me at some point. Like, hopefully when I get bigger and badder. Yeah, like, come on, please work. I know this light is like not really good, but yeah, like I always get my incense from them, and I'm faithful to like good shit, you know. My eyes are dry. That means I've been reading a lot, like reading a long time. I'm starting to get tired, so this will definitely be the last bit, which is, I hope you guys are enjoying this reading. I'm just glad I'm going to be able to store this all on my phone, and I don't have to like worry about all that shit anymore, because it was like super annoying. Okay, I have a healing message for you. Petalite. That's a cute name, isn't it? I don't actually know what petalite is, what type of rock it is. Let's have a look at the book together. So this is our learning time, our joint learning time, where we go to the book. Obviously I get like a general feel straight away, but I wanna read it first and then go from there. Ooh, 22, page 22. Remember I said, like, mentioned 2222, so definitely like big spiritual gateway portal connections starting to happen. I feel like it kind of relates to the other messages where it's like, you know, balancing, crossroads, going into another dimension, very like spiritual journey vibes. Yeah, collective divine feminine and divine masculine healing, generally air and water, higher heart healing, see the bigger picture, cosmic downloads. Petalite's energy comes in like a silver feminine ray from the heavens that flows down around and through you, gently turning to a stream of crystal cool water, calming and harmonizing your energy field. I want some of this petalite stuff. I love like going up and checking the photos. When I'm in the mood, it's like super fun to do. Her high vibrational light, the light of one, lifts you through your crown through your crown to sit in your soul star chakra. Oh, interesting. Here we connect with cosmic consciousness, your soul family, and the divine light of one within us. From this place, she will help you bring cosmic downloads to your heart to process them. So I definitely feel like personally I have found like much more of my soul family lately. Having moved to Shrewsbury and just like loving the Hobbitland vibes here. She will help you heal through themes of abandonment and feelings that you are different and don't fit in. Oh my god, I was literally complaining about this earlier today. Literally, I've been such a drama queen the last week. Like, it's been a problem. Bringing connection to your angelic guides, ascended masters, and the goddess. Her high vibration assists your soul evolution, speeding up energy currents within you, but focusing on the higher heart to bring awareness to any relationships that are holding you back from your soul's work. Petalite wishes to remind you of the deep bonds of love that you have nurtured with others. Take a moment to remind yourself of those connections, friends, family, and members of the community that make you smile and light you up. That is super important, guys. Life is not supposed to be miserable. Life is supposed to be a joy, and you're supposed to be sharing the time with others, and you're supposed to be living with other beings and sharing that connection and like bringing each other light. Like that's the purpose. That I know that's like, you know, in a way always happening regardless, no matter what, but you know, there is a way to like focus on it more intently, and that will bring about a new perspective and like cosmic downloads from, you know, higher star beings that are here to guide us, that are interested in our well-being and making sure that we are a productive, you know, planetary race. Yes, your network of light and love connects you to love and gratitude. So yeah, like having an attitude of gratitude is like super important. Giving us a new perspective. Is there a situation in your life that needs a higher perspective? Yes. Okay, I think the rest of it's like quite long, but I think that message was like really, really important, and it was pretty much just that. So that's quite interesting. Normally there's like two things on these cards, like a crystal and a herb or something. Yeah, there's normally like both, but the ones that I've pulled today are just like very clear messages. Secret garden being like one aspect, and petalite. So yeah, really interesting there. I'm kind of intrigued what the secret garden actually says, because there's no like crystal affiliated with it, except for obviously the one that I like literally picked out. But on the actual card itself, like most of the Earth Alchemy decks, they've got like a stone paired with a herb and kind of go into that like combination. So secret garden, let me see if I can find it quickly and then we'll be done. It's just because I'm curious. It was the first one, 17. Interesting. Sacred space, card invitation, key offer. I'm just going to like read it in my head and like say if anything's important. Okay, yeah, so this is like super like higher dimensional beings that come down from like sparkly land, and yeah, like offer you a gateway through a like crazy portal that's like from very, very far away. Yeah, cool. It is like exactly what I said and what I talked about. But yeah, that's like good confirmation. And yeah, I hope you really enjoyed that reading. I actually like super duper enjoyed that reading, like, and it felt very light and nice to me. Sometimes it's really, really draining, and yeah, I feel like I've been a little bit ill for the last week. It's like nothing crazy, but yeah, I feel like a lot has happened like in myself, and yeah, it's been really interesting, and I feel like this reading has been a really nice kind of, yeah, like processing of that information, because I've been keeping a journal and I'm planning on like including it in this book I'm gonna release eventually at some point in the future. So yeah, like I always say in every video, loads of projects coming. Please keep in tune with my stuffs, because I would greatly appreciate that. Hopefully it's all useful, interesting, helpful, well, and fun as well, because like that's really important to me, that like everything is approached with attitude of fun. Very important. Okay, I'm gonna clear this up myself. Thank you guys. Do I say it? Please like, comment and subscribe. It would actually be super helpful if you did that, so much appreciated. Peace out.